Welcome back to Elite Lounge Live. I am Xander, co-host with
Jennifer.
Tonight we have a really amazing guest. We are going to play Skulls of the Shogun.
Hey, I'm Borut, and yeah, I work with 17 bits on Skulls.
Guests in the chat room are excited.
Chat room are very
Skulls
excited.
of the Shogun!
Yeah!
17-bit has succeeded in making the leap that a lot of indie game companies haven't been able to make, which is getting out there, you know, in front of the eyes of the mainstream public.
Yeah, how does that feel being in like a small company and then just raking in these awards?
Yeah, it was crazy. We were a bit, you know, flabbergasted. Like, you know, obviously, you know, we like the game,
sure.
But to have that, you know, feedback is just really rewarding. Definitely kept us going through, you know, the long work and that kind of stuff.
Tell us just a little about like how you got started in your team.
Originally, the 3 core team members, myself, Jake, who's the sort of creative director and project lead, and Ben, who's the other programmer / designer. We all met working at Electronic Arts here in LA, and eventually, you know, we all kind of left, not exactly at the same time, more or less, and we wanted to kind of do our own thing, you know. From there, we worked on it part-time for almost a year, maybe like 10 months. And then we got a little bit of just funding to kind of keep going, and then, you know, built it up. So it was like pretty playable and fun, and people liked it. And then we signed a deal with Microsoft, and now it's out on Xbox Live, Windows 8, and Windows Phone.
Okay, so teach me and everyone in the lounge how to play Skulls of the Shogun.
In order to capture a building, you haunt it, and so basically you stand on it for a turn, and then the next turn it's yours. The rice paddies give you rice, which is basically your money. You use it as like tribute to summon new troops. And then other shrines will like give you new units. Here, like, you can kind of like move around and then, you know, attack a guy, and then, you know, come back to that guy that you used, and then like move him maybe to get healed or do something else.
Do you remember what arcade games or what kind of classic games really shaped you as wanting to make games?
Well, I have a Space Invaders tattoo, so that will tell you one thing.
Yes.
I remember playing stuff like Ghouls and Ghosts, and just playing it like every day, you know, for hours on end, and being so you know, just kind of like enraptured with it, and then also like realizing that this was kind of crazy, and I was so into it. I was like, you know, this is pretty cool. I like games. I want to make games. This is the funniest thing though. Exactly, he's in his underwear, and then he dies. There's 2 hits.
I like that you get to see him naked before he dies, though. That's all we ladies really want.
You should have to play this, and then you realize what hard games are.